Oh, I need to remember Chaos's voice.
Working on the technicalities of it, but there are some individuals that wish to go down under the tree into the cave system that's down there and look at the natural environment of the slimes, local slimes. I can feel you behind me.
I'm not even on top of you.
Oh, greetings.
Yeah, no, I can sense your ass with. As I was saying, they want to go look at the environment that the slimes are living in. Because they feel like they are concerned that they are a threat, even though it's probably, I'll be honest, it's probably just their natural environment, and they're just the occasional ones slipping out looking for food, as they do.
The issue is becoming. The issue is the amount of times they've come and steal food, as well as the fact there's now been 3 sightings of larger slimes out of the caves.
Yeah, it's probably a colony. I have a question. How many of these slimes have you killed?
2.
2. So are you sure that there's a large amount, or if it's the same ones coming back?
It's at least been 4 or 5, I believe, at this point, actually.
My point is...
Personally, I have only killed 2.
But the guild as a total has killed more.
My point is it seems like they have their home in the general vicinity, so it's going to be likely for us to see them. Does it make them a threat? Not really. And we still have technicalities to cover, like, does that deep down count as territory that's been given to Sarah? Does it fall under another phase territory? Are they someone's fucking pets? Because yes, that can be a thing.
We know that they
The mission
that
is
they're
Aurora is
actually
keeping
tamed.
one as a pet.
They've already been. One of them has been tamed.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. My point is just because they show up here and there, I guarantee you doesn't make them a threat. I haven't even seen them, which is actually
are
pretty
less
normal. Most
of a threat, more of a nuisance. And the mission, the doll presumes, is a scouting one to gather information and see if anything needs to be done about them.
it's less of a mission and more of a here's the tools to go down and look. Don't fuck around and find out, please.
Understood.
It also, I am unsure of this, but it might be 2 separate colonies of slimes that are colliding with each other.
I
Unless the
really
book
doubt
was
it.
incorrect. Unless the book was incorrect, and indeed all slimes can change colors.
Oh yeah, we're on that. No, they cannot change colors.
Then the green and the purple slimes have been seen. Greetings, Chaos.
I've heard green, I've heard purple, and I've heard red. Are you guys sure it's not like a Feywild variant? Because the books we have here are
It
written
could
by
be.
humans.
I was
The
assured that the books here would work for the Feywilds, as Sarah had picked them out for this location. Unless I have been lied to.
Yes, there are books on Feywild creatures, but slimes are not specifically Feywild.
I looked through a bestiary I could find, and there was no sub-variant of a slime within the Feywilds.
Didn't we end up eating a plant?
It could
And then
not
enter
be
the-
complete.
Making something.
Also,
What about
the doll believes that the tamed slime belonging to Miss Aurora is clear. Or perhaps prismatic.
I'm getting weird ideas. Has anyone tried to sense what type of magic, if any, is involved with these fuckers?
I've not
Not
seen
as
one,
of
so.
yet.
I
The
do
doll
not know
was,
how to use
however,
sense magic.
absorbed by one.
Yeah, that won't really help. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this with the Feywild, but the Feywild is literally the primary source of wild magic. As in, it's
It's in the
very
name.
common here. It's kind of in the name. It's a little bit.
Yeah.
It might
it's
as well be
quite
in
literally
the name.
wild.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Fey
there
magic
is a
and wild
possibility. I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Indeed.
But essentially, yeah, there's a chance that it's just slimes afflicted with wild magic. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just they be doing different shit. And it wouldn't
Scary.
technically make them a different race, they're just magical. Ooh. Like emergency food over here in me.
Hey, okay.
What?
I just noticed dolls in a different thing.
Do-
Sorry, I'm on the ground.
To
you
quickly
did-
change
okay.
topics. When it comes to the beast, the main reason I ask so many questions about it is because, firstly, my home is within factory is within a desert area, with a civilization nearby which has around the equivalent tech level to use helicopters and the like.
I
So it's
am
more
able
my
to provide
worry-
an image of the beast.
Even if
Would you like to
even if
see?
I do not,
I would.
that would be helpful. Thank you. Even if I do not recognize the beast, I am unsure if it is simply another factory with a different designation causing them, or if it's just another issue. Unfortunately, I do not have information. I just wish to know in case it is something I will need to worry about in future, and have solutions to deal with them.
Encoding image scan. Uploading image of beast. You'll now see it appear on your screen. It's in the Stardust chat room. If you want to actually see it.
because, yeah, can you... Is there an actual picture I can look at?
Yeah, it's in Stardust chat room. But you'll see it on Exy's screen.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's fucking undead. Beast! Bitch, please, that is 100% unfucking dead.
Yeah, that does not
Remind-
seem right.
It does seem quite
It
mutated.
has horns coming out of its eyeballs.
That is not right.
Don't horned devils have horns coming out of their eyeballs?
Do I have horns coming out of my eyeballs?
The
No,
doll
but the
cannot
material
see.
does.
It cannot say.
Oh, he does not.
No, but the material
No.
of. But the material looks very similar, as it
Doesn't-
goes towards your eyes.
Well, I mean, they nails are made out of
Okay,
the same
it's,
thing
no,
as
like this
for
is
feet.
like full straight
It is
coming out
likely
of
just
the eye
keratin.
socket. Chitin.
Keratin.
Chitin.
Chitin is what
No,
Chitin.
chitin's the
arthropod
spiders.
skeletons are made out of.
Listen, it sounds cooler.
Hmm.
Chitin.
Keratin.
It is not chitin.
Chitin.
It's that goo on the shoulder.
But yes, it seems mutated, as there are many teeth in odd places and tumors
No,
spread.
that's straight up a undead abomination.
Yeah, kinda.
And
Yeah.
that's not like
Abomination.
that's not me name
Perhaps.
calling it. That's quite literally, I do necromancy. This is my shit. That is 100% an amalgamation of bodies shoved together with necrotic magic.
How to use detect magic on it?
Well,
Do I even have detect magic? I don't know.
We also do
How
not
do you
currently have a
detect
body
magic
for
on
you to
it?
detect on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
that's an
be
image
a-
you couldn't.
Yeah. No. I want
A
to see
Daisian
this
of the
beast in
plane of
person.
plagues.
That is like.
I missed what you
once
said,
I'm
though,
not
what?
gonna go.
Could it not
you would
be
have to ask the Otis organization.
One more time,
Potentially.
it was so quiet.
a plague being?
A plague.
It may be
No.
disease.
Being usually
I
has a green
mean-
aura around them.
It does
I do
seem
not think
very
so.
diseased.
From what I've seen, the plague being usually has a green and black aura around them. This one does not really seem like that.
When you say
There
was
plague,
no
which
aura.
plague
Does
are you
not
guys
mean-
referencing?
The doll does not mean the recent issue.
Mm-hmm.
More specifically,
Are you getting involved with the fucking what's his fuck? Have we not killed him yet? Again for the 4th time?
Munder? Wait, no, it's not called Munder. Oh no, it's
No, it's what? It's fucking Gregory was his original name. Now it's something else, and then fucking it's the Plague Lord.
I have not heard of this entity.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
fuck with it.
the doll's
It's not a good
image
one.
of
Take
this
my
is
advice. Don't
more
fuck with it.
a chaotic plane of plague
Looking
with
at the
the
entity,
plague father, perhaps named Nurgle.
I am going to cast some doubt on that because this is.
It does not seem like that.
If it was a. Yeah, this thing does not look like it has functioning anything on its internals.
Well,
Understood.
it has spores or like pus pockets.
That's absolutely pus. That's like big ass
That is-
pus
yeah.
zits.
It's pus pockets.
The lack of eyes may simply be a result of evolution.
It has
Many
horns
features
coming
lose
from
their
the eye
eyes.
sockets.
And the horns are broken.
Yes,
I just noticed that.
this can be an evolutionary adaptation.
I have never seen any creature naturally have horns coming from the eye sockets.
I wonder what battle
Anything is
has
possible.
gone through. The horns are broken.
the symbol on its head.
Besides, I doubt
Symbol.
that it is undead,
Was
as
it the head?
it would not make sense. It would not make sense why they would ask us to not kill the beast in that case.
Are you kidding me? It's absolutely fucking possible. Oh, fuck.
Have to kill the
I just took
beast?
a closer look to see that rune. Yeah, that's...
Yes, it asked us not to kill it.
Who?
Yeah, that's magic based. That thing was magic.
It was an environmental agency.
Oh.
Environmental my ass! That's more like making experiments.
Did you see the
It was disrupting the local environment.
More like a cover story.
I can't see the rune.
Yeah.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
is
there's
the
a rune on its head.
I'm talking about the cross thing.
Yeah, that thing was...
That part at least was accurate.
Yeah, that...
It did
that's
pose a
magic.
threat to the local ecosystem.
Well, yes, it would. That is absolutely 100% an experiment using necromancy.
Perhaps this information should be passed along to the relevant authorities, considering subterfuge was used to recapture it.
Well,
They
that
did
depends. Do you
pay
have
us
hard
quite a bit.
evidence other than what the thing looks like?
Perhaps a part of the monster or residue left behind.
I mean, that depends on how it was created.
At the moment it was defeated and you were able to get it to the helicopter, did anyone decide to take along any part of it as a souvenir that may have been damaged or fallen off? Or even a vial of blood? If not, then that also is not possible because the desert shifting stands more than likely has caused it to become hidden at this point.
I did scan it to get a reading of its life signs.
How'd that go?
Wait, so then technically, you could end up recreating it, or a simulated version of it. Like how you did with Blake's meat.
Sorry, I didn't expect that one. You had Blake's meat?
Yes, I could.
I ate Blake on Wednesday.
Oh, you had Blake's meat in your mouth?
Yes.
I replicated a steak made from Blake's DNA.
At least it wasn't a sausage.
No, it was sampled from her side. In the stomach region.
Blake
Question,
belly
Exy,
meat.
Indeed.
Question, Exy, how long does it take you to create a organic being if you were to try and recreate one with your fabricator?
The
I
entire
presume
piece
this thing was
would
big
take
as
quite
fuck.
a long time and a lot of
Yeah,
energy.
considering. How about just the head?
My guess is this thing was like the entirety of the like floor to the ceiling here in height.
How about the head?
Is my
The
best
head
guess
seems to be
from
the
the
most
picture alone.
interesting at the moment. Plus, then we have a somewhat of a factor to end up looking at the composition, and plus a closer look on the rune.
I will say that is where the most complex structure would be, the brain.
Exactly.
If it has
Exy
one.
could just,
Is it has one.
I believe Exy could create a holographic outline of the creature, which would give us a
Is-
good example of what it looks like and better looks upon. Without
Well,
Is
that's-
Miss
recreating the
Exy
entire
able
monster.
to recreate living material?
To a
No.
point.
Any organic material I create comes out dead.
Understood.
They also can't mimic if it had any magical properties.
That's why we
See?
end up just looking at the
long
scientific
does it take?
components.
Actually, how long would it take you to create a mouse?
Mouse would take approximately a few minutes. They are rather small, though complex.
With all that said, when it comes to creating those beings, I believe they would have to be created near instantaneously for them to actually be able to live, which is the main issue you are having when you're trying to fabricate a living being.
Query.
If you create the heart of a being and then create the rest of the body, the heart will not be able to pump out blood correctly until it is all put together, and even then,
It wouldn't pump
The
at
heart
all
will-
until the brain starts sending that signal to the heart.
and the heart and the
This is
brain at that
incorrect.
point will probably have died.
Even bacteria that I replicate is still not alive, though it is created almost instantaneously.
Query.
Interesting.
because the material's
Yes,
already
perhaps
dead. That's being
The
used,
best
probably.
avenue of investigation for this would be simply to research the group that you worked for and perhaps call them, ask if they did indeed sign off on this mission, or perhaps someone is using them as a scapegoat.
Hmm.
I don't know. Not guild,
Possibly asking
not
them.
guild business. We got paid what we got paid.
They might
Frankly, I don't
clarify
care.
further if we simply ask them.
Indeed.
Oh, another
We would
what was
also
its behavior during the combat? Was it sporadic?
I believe you should be
yes.
asking Exy that.
I don't know who went on the mission. Or I don't remember.
Did it seem capable of
I did.
reason?
No.
Hmm. Was it just trying to survive? Or did
Yes.
it seem like it was?
Much like any animal.
Are you sure about that one? Because there's a process animals follow.
There is.
Yes.
So,
They would fight back and then flee.
That's not exactly what I meant. So,
The
did
room
it
could
kill
also be
anything?
clouding its mind.
No, it did not get the chance to kill anything while we were there.
Do you know if it killed anything before?
did it look like there
Did
was
you
Yes,
observe
likely.
any
animals?
dietary habits?
Again, not while we were there. There was nothing in the vicinity for it to eat. It may have been looking for food, though.
Okay, because running away doesn't really facilitate that it's attempting to survive as a normal animal would.
Yeah, no.
A normal animal would flee if it is attacked.
A
Not all
normal
animals.
animal would
Not all animals.
depends on the animal.
Mm-hmm.
It did
It is
attack
the-
first, but once it was damaged enough,
attacks-
it did flee.
Yeah, that's not a normal animal behavior.
No, we initiated the attack.
Yeah, that's still not a normal animal. Let's take a bear for example. That fucker's going to run unless it's in a corner. The instinct of any predator is if I get injured, I'm not going to be able to hunt, and then I'm going to fucking starve to death. They're more likely to run than get into a head-on fight unless they are desperate. If it fought you head-on, and it wasn't backed into a corner, that's not normal.
Eventually, it was backed into a corner.
But that's not
But-
how it started.
Some animals are different from each other. For example, a black bear is more likely to flee, but a grizzly bear is more likely to fight back.
Yeah, so
That is
then,
why you should play dead when
That
near a
runic
grizzly
magic
bear
was involved.
and try to
Anything
scare a
could be
black bear.
possible.
There is the consideration of defending territory.
it ended up pulling out. Like it seemed like it
Hmm?
was
Yeah,
calm.
no,
No,
So the pack mentality is not there. So it's not like the wolves.
it seems solitary.
It was in a desert, an odd place for a creature of its size.
Savannah would be more
It was quite
like
capable of burrowing through the sand.
with maybe. I don't know.
maybe going through soft substance or substance.
I mean, looking at what the arms look like, I mean, you can see into its skin. It's
Yeah.
torn up.
You can see
It
its
did
veins
attempt
and
to
all
breach
that.
through the sand underneath me,
I'm taking.
though
I
I
can't
was
really
able
tell
to fly
from
out of the way.
the picture, but is its stomach or chest region literally openable?
There is a sort of orifice there.
Yeah. There's no fucking way this thing's a normal, natural creature.
So the consensus is,
Huh?
it is either undead or an experiment.
Yeah, basically.
Understood.
It is
And it-
possibly
There
an
ain't
experiment.
no way.
Radiation,
Looking
future
at it, there ain't
radiation.
no way that thing fucking functions normally. Speaking of mutations, what the fuck?
Well,
The fuck is
well,
that?
Well, if it isn't Mr. Thick
Oh.
Thighs and Lives.
Listen, these
Oh,
fucking
Ethan.
thighs could still end your life.
I thought
Godzilla looking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings.
I come back. What about you?
I
Can't say the
thought you
same.
actually. No, I thought you permanent died. I thought you
Oh, fuck
pissed
no.
off somebody else in hell, and you legit got, permanently killed this time. 'Cause I had
No.
not seen you at the shore for a while.
Yeah, because
Yes, I
I'm
did.
fucking busy as fuck. I literally lead an army in hell. Do you know how busy I am?
No, not really. Because I
Good,
haven't
busy
seen
enough
you.
to end up continuing.
What? Can barely hear you up there.
Really not busy enough to continue leading the army. Because you're bored and you're over here. And you're dealing with this shit.
I'm over here because of a contract.
Well, that
It's
must
kind of
suck.
what we fucking do.
Ah, I see.
That must suck.
Hmm.
It does kind of suck because I'm stuck in the Feywild, but it also gives me connections to the Fey and
Hi.
allies.
Yep. Hi. Hello.
Which is really useful because
Don't
you're gonna
be-
Even purple
gonna
lotus.
do this again at some point, I bet.
Would the doll be correct in assuming this is
I already have
evil?
connections to the Purple Lotus.
I was saying,
dude that
a demon with
wanted the
purple
ring
lotus
on the dude.
attempted to get me into a contract to
Your
take my
mana
soul.
signature is larger.
Oh
I
my
did.
The doll
fucking
did not wish to
god.
assume.
Ah, I hate. Ah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
no,
I'm gonna
I'll just
ignore it.
groan.
I'm gonna
I'll
ignore
just
it.
groan.
I'm gonna ignore it.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
The group was
What is
discussing the subject of the recent mission to capture a beast.
But there you go.
It seems to
See
be
you.
an experiment or undead,
Next
and
down.
the
Hello.
involvement of
Oh, I
environmental
literally could not see you at all.
Yeah, well,
Well, that
You were not there.
That is entertaining.
I pawned it off to you guys.
Was eaten
So what the fuck happened to you? Honestly, I'm curious.
I grew.
No fucking shit.
Hmm.
Nothing has changed for me. Nothing has changed.
Okay, yeah, totally not black-skinned, 5 foot taller than you previously were. Bald. I don't know if you were
Should be
bald before
gray.
that.
This is great. I pretty much looked like this for a long time.
You look like
This is
something that
gray.
shit out on Tuesday.
That is
Mhm.
quite rude.
It's quite
So,
hilarious.
Ethan, you're the one who got the beast quest.
And quite true.
Gave it to the guild.
the doll
I
believes
was
this
lazy,
is
I didn't want to deal with
banter.
They
it.
do not
I'm
have the
already dealing with
appearance
enough
of
as is.
excrement.
You don't know what I ate.
Who was the one who gave you the offer for the quest?
Shuriman Wildlife Group, as they call themselves, Shurima. I didn't want to deal with it. I could have. I didn't want to. I've got my own things, got other shit to deal with.
Did they seem suspicious?
We have a classic case of, oh hey, this ain't our business, but let's put our nose in it going on right now.
I
You would
know.
rather
Do
not
you have
be
a
a part
contact number?
I actually sent them
To
another
satisfy
mission for
curiosity.
about escorting a merchant from abandoned infested woods. Would you believe that the people who went on the mission didn't murder Hobo?
That's actually a surprise.
I know.
The doll saw no reason to murder
expecting
hobos.
No, I would have murdered. I would have murdered the fucking shit out of them.
Expecting was you guys to immediately just engage and start
Alright.
fighting the bandits. Instead, from the report I got, you did. You didn't engage the bandit. You paid a toll and then proceeded to woods unharmed.
So you.
unbothered. Yeah.
So you were victims.
Pretty much.
That's amazing.
Like, they still
According
got
to
paid and
them,
everything.
taking care
They
of
still
the
got
road
paid for
and
it.
preventing wild animals from attacking travelers.
Oh my god. Oh
You
no,
know that
doll.
could have been such bullshit, right?
Oh no.
Let's do anything to end
Oh
up
no, they
fighting their
can't tell
pain.
when someone is. Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I do not understand the issue.
Everyone on
The mission was
if
completed
blame-
successfully.
Blame
Yes, but
Sophia.
let's just say that the people that
Blame
went on the mission got
Jin.
played, so...
The merchant
Yeah.
also agreed to this tactic.
Reagan.
Nobody was hurt at least.
This wasn't the one paying, was he?
Smart.
The merchant did pay, apparently.
What?
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know how much they paid, but they paid.
10,000
Yo, what was even the point
credits.
of you guys? What the fuck?
Oh no.
What was the point of you guys even
Equivalent to-
going on that mission then?
Hold on.
To protect the
To
merchants?
protect the merchant.
You cost the merchant! We're totally gonna get a fucking complaint. We're totally gonna get a fucking complaint.
I don't know, man. This was a while ago.
I doubt
Haven't
it.
heard
I
anything,
believe the merchant.
But
I believe the merchant would prefer no combat, as it could damage his goods and the rest. If we did in fact engage in combat, with
And
it, he-
in
that was,
such, he
that was
lost
gas. They
money.
didn't want-
A nice amount of money.
Mhm.
But he did not die.
Yes.
Did
and-
did
Oh,
did
still
any?
got
He
paid,
could have
but,
just
like-
gone normally and paid the money and left. Did
The
you-
bandits may not have
Or they
agreed to a deal with him.
that sounds like that was their MO, is like scare them into paying and then let them through, and then continue to do that every single time they go
It sounds
through.
like a highwayman situation to me.
Yes.
it is. If I am correct, it
Troll
was a
bridge.
forest road, or what was the path?
There's Roll Bridge.
If
Well,
the
they
merchant
don't-
does not have protection,
Forest.
the bandits may have simply stolen their goods.
Indeed.
Costing more.
Yes.
Yeah, but then police get involved, and people go there to deal with them.
Cops.
But that's extortion. That's not something that they can readily prove with evidence that happened, and they have
Yeah.
plausible deniability.
Think about it this way. Hey, so think about it this way though. They're just charging people to go through. If they're just pulling highwayman situation and avoiding killing, that seems like a better plan to me. Because imagine if I killed people and a guild got actually
Yes.
hired to kill them.
It is a better plan,
wasn't flapping
my
wings.
and y'all
is, it's just-
fucking went with
Hey,
it.
doll.
Yeah.
Look, they got paid. That's all that counts.
You have the capability to play back recorded
This is-
memories.
This is the difference between experience and
No.
inexperience.
However, the doll could.
This is the difference between Stardust and
Assess
Misty
the
Shores.
memories
Misty
if
Shores would have
needed.
just went murder hobo and just killed everybody.
Acceptable self-defense.
Acceptable. So they did the bandit. What bandits didn't even do anything? What if they just showed up and just demanded money and then fucking Higgs pulls out a gun and goes, bang, okay, let's go kill everybody.
I mean, in Higgs' case, he'll take any reason to blast his load. But I mean, telling him no and going through, unless they
Yeah.
own that fucking pathway, which I know they don't, then I mean, it's self-defense.
I don't. It's like it's literally a forest. It's literally a forest path. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they
no
don't
one
own
owns
it, so it's self-defense.
Exy? Exy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the band?
Notice
Just
for
seeing when
also
it's touching
in
this
the other
ceiling,
part
I'm
of
pissed.
Feywilds that
Were they
Higgs
using
might
I
not
was
go
not on
through
this
that.
mission.
Oh, who was on the mission?
The
There's a
doll-
part of hell that might help him too, but he is
No.
refused.
Were the merchants using swords? And was...
It's literally my home. It's not
There
so
was
bad.
a single merchant.
Okay, not
and they
literally my
appeared
home, but-
unarmed. However, they
I
had
can
multiple
assume that
bags
you
of
would be from
holding.
that layer.
Anything could be in one of them.
They had
Were the
multiple
bandits
bags of
using
holding,
swords?
and they
Indeed,
didn't
at least
take
four.
I mean,
it.
hey.
Goddamn.
So, you're
I mean, they
implying
probably
that...
didn't know. I mean, having
And
one
the pro-
person with multiple bags of holding as your merchant going through, it's a lot easier to get one person through than a huge ass.
No, the
caravan.
bandits had bags of holding. Is what he's saying.
No, the merchant. the bandit.
Oh, the merchant. Oh, okay. I thought he was saying the bandits. I was like, what?
And it
The
was a
merchant.
forest path, correct?
Indeed, it was dirt.
As such, if the merchant went missing, the bandits could easily hide the body and anything else. The police could do nothing.
You've never interacted with scrying spells, have you?
Would the police even know the merchant was missing? It would take days to travel between.
You only
locations.
need an item related to the merchant.
Yeah. And not only that, it's not just a singular merchant, I'm assuming. I just got told, the job description was, get this guy, do there, he's a caravan, so I'm assuming he's part of a larger guild. If he doesn't show up at a certain point, inquiries will be made, and scrying spell, see what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got
Either
played.
way, 10,000
There would always
credits
be some sign of foul
is
play.
likely not worth someone's life.
Oh, that's
Murder seemed the
a debate.
less
That's a
reasonable
That
debate.
is a big
alternative.
debate.
Mhm.
That is a
That
big
is a
debate.
debate. You're in a room with an experienced adventurer, a fucking fae, and a fucking devil. That's a debate.
Funny.
That's a debate.
That's a
That is a
debate.
big-ass
Yeah,
debate.
no.
At the very least, the doll was
I would say
unaware of
human
their
life is far more
crimes,
valuable.
if they had any. The doll could not act as judge, jury, and executioner in the moment, regarding extortion was the only crime.
Yeah, it's not your fault if they press on to the point where you have to kill them. You only have to press on to the point where they back the fuck off.
Look, well,
If
hey,
they
here's
don't
the
do
thing.
it, that's not your
Thing.
fault.
You can just like kill and claim that they shot first. Like, who's gonna call you
Yeah.
out?
And
Yeah, but-
reasonable
Why would
Call
we
you out
know?
on it.
reasonable connection is they did try to rob you. You're in the middle of a forest on a dirt road.
Yeah. They tried to rob you, took shots at you. You fought in self-defense. Only one of those things is true.
In a legal sense, you have every
Well, none of those is
advantage.
true. They did rob them.
Yeah, no, it's extortion. That robbery. Yeah. You guys got mugged, essentially.
Basically.
Understood.
Mhm.
Wait, now I'm curious. Hold on.
I believe
Damn it,
the
fuck we-
preservation of life is more important than also the currency.
I agree.
Okay,
Did not see anything back here.
money did each of you get?
$1,600.
You made negative money.
We did not.
It was each, if I recall.
Yes,
They
and they
each got
each had
them.
to pay 10,000.
No, I don't think so.
No.
One merchant.
So you still made negative money. 10,000 for the group, and each of you individually made $1,000.
The merchant.
You
paid the
lost money.
No one's under me.
The merchant paid, and he didn't.
No
pay-
one's under there, correct? Under me? Nope. Okay.
What?
Fuck. Hi.
What kind
I
of?
want to
The
test
merchant
something.
had-
One
the
sec.
What?
merchant had multiple bags of
Hold on.
holding. Do you know?
Yeah,
how
next
much
time
would
I'm
be
just gonna
inside a
tell-
single bag of holding?
Next time we have a merchant quest, I'm just gonna say, fuck it, murder anyone who gets in your way.
Yeah. Fuck
I-
yeah. I'm taller.
So confused that a merchant paid 10 fucking grand and still paid you guys, despite the fact that he still lost money.
You
I-
might have lost
I
a
don't
bag
even know.
and
I
4
mean,
bags
technically
of
the
holding
contract was
full.
fulfilled. Get the merchant through the safely.
What did
Technically,
the
did you
contract
guys
was
have a
fulfilled.
fucking
Money
devil on
back,
your
yes.
lawyer team or something? What the?
We
I mean, you're here. Are you not a lawyer?
we
Not
received
theirs.
half the initial reward. However, for completing it without bloodshed, we each received a 1,000 credit bonus. It was seen as a. The group received more credits than they would have
Why are you up
originally
there?
for no bloodshed.
Why are you up there?
most optimistic
I know.
pessimistic merchant
Nice to have a look, everyone.
Hmm?
I don't know.
I see.
Okay.
I believe you
Holy!
could
If that was
desensitize-
me, I
Ace,
would have ringed you
Ace.
guys for every fucking penny you were worth.
Ace, let's just accept how innocent they are, because we know it's not gonna last. We know this isn't gonna last, so let's just accept and their innocence while we can, because at some point they're gonna like us. They're gonna turn out like us. Let's just enjoy this while we can.
No
The
one's.
doll only
If
had
they turn out
15
like me,
credits
they'll
on it
probably
at the
be dead.
time.
Probably.
Yeah, I am.
But
I am an
personality
outlier.
wise. Except
Oh
The
no!
they
doll's
just start
prepared.
killing people.
Take care.
Yeah.
Take it.
Hi.
Very well.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, doll.
I just wanna see you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman.
The merchant clearly had more important cargo than what he was being asked to pay for the
You even
services
know what it was
rendered.
This
My
cargo
point
merchant
is,
made
you
a-
guys got fucking
Good night.
Where do you
played.
smuggle drugs?
Got
Yeah.
played. Like a
Probably.
fin-
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
As
Maybe.
for you, Eden, we would rather not be associated with an organization who's
Do-
currently
do
creating
you have a size
monstrosities to
complex?
destroy the world.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Okay. Are you expecting me to do
Big
background
tall
checks
guy
on
comes
everyone?
in and all of a sudden you turn into a
I
giant.
already
No,
got.
we just wish for No, we just.
I
wish
just
for
wanted to see if I could go
information
bigger than them.
Who it was.
I
So
can.
we should
Look
do
it
Which
up
now I
yourself.
know.
I'm sure you can find the info yourselves.
Ah, so comparing.
Ask
Okay.
Exy.
Yes.
I'm sure Exy has some like internet connection here. Exy could probably look him up.
Look at
That's
what?
my point.
Wait, so
There's
they showed
people-
us a picture. The thing looks literally like an undead abomination.
Basically.
Yeah, I don't. Look, I didn't want
And
to
it
fight
has a
it. I didn't
magical-
want to deal
and
with
it has a
it.
rune
I-
on its head. Like this thing is not
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, I know.
I just wish to know the name of the group so I could investigate them at a later date.
I told you, Shrine Wildlife.
I know, and I understand. I am just informing you of the reason I wanted it, and the reasons why I feel like it is good
Okay.
for me to investigate.
As
Look, the
guild
main
staff,
reason
I
I
must
pawned
say
it off
that any
still
actions
is
you
because
take
it's in a
or
desert.
do towards the group is not responsible from the guild, and you are not essentially going to get any backup if you fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I believe other guild members would want
So
to
please do
join me
fuck
if
around
I
and find
was
out.
to
It'll be a
work
great
out.
learning experience.
Yes,
But
it'd be wonderful. Totally.
Look, the only reason I pawned it off is because it is a desert. Sand is irritating, especially when it gets in like
Oof.
any and every bit it can.
He shakes his left
that makes
arm and sand just begins to pour out.
There to just pick you up. Is a
Case in
man.
point, you didn't even go on that mission. Where the hell did you?
Probably could.
The factory I live in is in a desert.
Oh, yeah.
Walking through
Okay.
a desert every day to get here.
They get a refill of sand
Just
every
get a car, fly. We need to
Every
get
so
you on a mission so you can
Yeah,
buy a
Where am I
plane
going?
or a car or something.
We're hearing you
I
now.
live in a factory
Gee,
with a less advanced,
Jeez, can we
with
just-
a less advanced fabricator.
Jeez, can we just set up like a fucking teleportation rune here? And just give everyone a piece of paper so they can just teleport here? Is that possible? Can we do that?
I
do
don't
have
know
a
tech.
static for my anti-gravity device.
Oh, this thing's weird.
Hmm?
I do not believe my fabricator is advanced. The fabricator bracket. The
Is
the
this
first
the
time it's
first
been
guild
half like this.
romance? Is it happening already?
Oh,
Is it?
I mean, you
It
remember the first
inevitably
day I met
happens
you.
at every guild.
Unfortunately.
Oh
it seems
yeah,
to
I
have
forgot
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how my
Congratulations.
my history with public gatherings.
You know that I do not have a
What?
phone. I quite
Yeah,
literally wrote
yeah.
chaos.
They were checking out my whole everything.
You literally told me you're
Mm-hmm.
checking your ass.
They were asking for my ID, and I said it was between the cheeks, and so they went to look.
I didn't actually go in your cheeks.
Mm.
You didn't go in my cheeks, but you looked, and then you also looked at everywhere else. Now tell them that this is normal for me. Go ahead, hit them with it.
He's even from the lust circle. This is usual for him. If he wants something, he'll probably get it, or probably try and get it. And if he does some stupid shit, it's probably because he's drunk or high or whatever.
I don't
the
get high.
fuck
I do get drunk.
drugs
I threw
on.
a starfish at Bishop.
Please tell me it's
And then I got pneumonia because it was the middle of the winter and I had gone in the water. That was a terrible idea.
Dumbass. Did the starfish
Yes.
stick to his face? Oh,
I
hell
don't know. I threw it and I fucking ran because Rayesh was right there.
Oh no.
However, I have
Liquor.
successfully assaulted a staff member of the Misty Shores twice without getting in trouble.
Alright.
I mean, I popped in like last night because I was bored. The door was busted and I saw Casey just parry. I have no clue what the fuck happened.
Chaos!
Yeah.
Probably.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga
I
chaka,
went to the Misty
ooga
Shore
chaka.
Wars last night. I was going to be like, okay, let's see if I can either raid the kitchen or go stab training dummies. Instead, I see the door destroyed and Casey repairing it. I remember how
Alright,
sad
Adrian,
Rayesh was
go
when we
there.
got the new guild hall. I am not entering that building because I don't know where he is. He looked
Listen.
scared. Casey looked terrified.
Oh, my men are
Listen,
starting
I
to warn
stand
out a little
by.
bit.
I've assaulted staff members of that guild and I got no shit. I would like to see
Yeah,
anyone
put you
else
down
try
on the
that
table.
and get away with it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put you down on the table. Here, go.
You'd like to see
I've done
someone
some
else
crazy
try it?
stuff.
I mean,
I've made deals with Rayesh. I've made deals with fucking several people actually. I made a lot of deals. Good times. And then I started doing stupid and no.
Do you only go
and then
through
you
the
started
two
doing
extreme-
stupid and
extreme
skimming some
chaos?
souls.
Well,
No,
this
I
is my
did that
normal
long
site.
before I met any of you
Well, one
guys.
of them. We're back.
I'm pretty sure you're still doing it now, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't get this. So there's a. Oh, in the battle.
Ah, I see. So that's why you're leading armies, so you can get more souls first. You don't want to lead us, you just want souls.
I mean, it helps, but it's not literally the only reason.
Oh.
You have a Lord of Hell
Hang
as
on.
your enemy. You need a fucking army.
Wait, hold up. How often do you get your entire army drunk?
Never.
Never?
How often do I get the other forces drunk? Well, I mean, that's debatable.
Okay, there we go.
I'm sorry, I think you forget that I put all of my shit in fucking charisma. I almost said charisma, that would make no sense.
Would make
Persuasion.
sense.
Uh-huh.
If anyone wishes to come along.
Right?
Right.
I mean, that don't make sense, but, yeah, whatever.
What does the
What you
matter?
do?
I do what I do. And sometimes I do others.
I believe I will go outside as well.
Alright.
I shall follow Doll's example for now and retire from the later cycle. I wish everyone remaining a pleasant evening.
Take care.
Mm.
Yeah.
For you, good rest.
I need to have a piece of meat now. I'm hungry.
You also have a big. Wait, what? Oh, I heard that so wrong.
What?
I heard I'm gonna have a. You can have a piece of me now, but I think she said I'm gonna have a piece of meat now.
I'm hungry.
No, it's fine. It's just I misheard you at first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Anyway,
that.
as you were saying.
Yeah, you've got a big ass sword now too. It was not that big previously.
Yep. Monosteel too. Oh, it's just gonna be useful as soon as I can figure out what the fuck I can do with that.
I mean, it's mostly for channeling mana. It's easier to channel magic through something made of mana steel.
Yeah, but you know, I have cantrips and such. I don't need a sword to do that. But hey.
Could possibly make
Light
it
the sword on fire! Flaming
Right.
sword! That won't do much on a sword.
Would it?
You can do it
Unless
on
you
a
make- unless you
shield,
make it
and
frost-
then you.
Unless you give like the people that's like
Wait, hello.
you conduct the frozen power
Can I do
through
it?
it.
Can I like stick enchantments on this
Oh.
thing since it's monosteel now?
Yes!
Basically.
You could have done it with
Yeah.
normal steel, but it's easier on mana steel.
Cool. Okay. Can I fucking stupid snow? Can I make it do necrotic damage? Because let's be honest, how much shit do we fight that actually has resistance to necrotic?
With how much necromancy I used to do, actually quite a bit.
Shit, really? Okay, fuck it. Force damage.
Hello, do you not remember how much fucking force damage is doable? How much fucking the only thing I could do as an imp was necromantic.
Plague. The fucking plague happened, right? Necromancy's just
Again? Yeah, I've heard.
them.
Yeah, necrotic did not work.
Not again.
That
It's
pissed
over,
me off.
actually. It's over. I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
how to feel
again,
about it,
we while I was there, we killed the fucker twice.
though. Twice? Yikes.
Twice! And then I heard about him being back again for a third fucking time.
And, well, now he's dead. Now we just gotta deal with the zombies, and we gotta deal with Radagast.
Fuck is Radagast?
I don't know Radagast.
Yeah, we're
Oh, wait,
down
no,
in
I do
the
know Radagast.
Yeah,
I
now
was
we're down
dealing
to
with
four,
that
though.
too.
At least now
You're
we don't
down
have to
one.
deal with them.
Also, zombies. I've dealt with that bullshit in the sphere before. Now it's back. It's like, what the fuck? Humans, fuck off.
Dude, wait. Literally, necrotic damage is useless against all the shit we're fighting currently. Plague units, they're already necrotic. Zombies, undead. Robots,
Yep, yeah. Welcome to my life as an imp.
Okay.
And then there was the Zarus War, which was wholly undead.
yeah, okay. So when can I enchant this with force damage, please? Cause that's gonna make using this damn thing so much
Are you
easier.
asking me to do it?
I'm asking, how can we do it?
There's various different ways. Typically, it's runes inscribed, and
Am I just gonna pay somebody to do it again? I fucking will.
I mean, you can, because apart from me, I don't think there's anyone here that.
He is the only other one that survives to this day. So she is only an animal in intelligence, not sentient.
You guys alright?
Yes.
I'm doing fine. Just listening to activity at the moment.
Did you guys want to be alone? I could head back inside if need be.
Up to you.
Do not need to be alone.
Well, technically, you are not alone. You have them with you.
This is true. Anyways. I asked my father how he felt about my prototypes. And he seemed rather taken aback by the question. And what is the word? He seemed rather
Fine then.
pensive
Let's be honest, I'll probably just like throw fire at them or something.
and wanted to show me
Or use a gun. Use a gun or just go.
Gun has
this.
like zero effect against a fucking. Oh,
Or just
can
sapping
you
sting.
not fucking burn down the fucking guild?
It's not fire! That was sapping sting, it's not fire.
I have half a mind to take you as I'd beat your ass.
I'm not gonna burn down the guild.
Half a mind to go outside and
Mhm.
beat your ass.
You have half a mind. Fucking hell. I'm just digging myself into a deeper grave here. I'm more scared of Sarah than you, honestly. Because I have the sandbag thanks to Sarah.
You realize I'm more powerful than Sarah, right?
Yeah, but she scares me. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. She
the
does. I don't know
literal
why.
immortal that you can't fucking truly kill. It could chase you down for all of eternity. Scares you less than the one Fae.
Because I know you. I know you at the very least, so you don't scare me. I don't know her. She scares me.
The fact that
Act of the unknown is rather one of the most
I don't
common
think
fears.
I don't think you really know me. If that's your response.
I don't. Look, force damage, please, as strong as you can within a 2-hour time frame.
You're talking shit? No, I'm not. No. Listen, I can give you an enchantment that'll last like 24 hours within that time frame.
Ready.
That is the best I can do in that time
For 2
frame. If
hours.
you want a
Alright,
yes,
fuck it.
because I need to
After-
actually fucking inscribe shit. It's not just one singular rune. It's not that easy.
Alright then, fuck it. After I deal with the Radagast, I'll just drop the sword off here, and then you do it.
Sure, we also gotta get that approved, so you know, just fucking was
Approved? We
yes.
have to get. Oh my god, I hate paperwork.
One of you needs off the table, so I can put the paperwork on the table. All right,
There's not enough space.
there you go. There's space
Like
over
a
there
giant
now.
space right there.
They made it. Yeah, and then they have to reach over. It's called decency. I'm not gonna make them reach past them while they're chilling out on the fucking table. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So for the permanent bonus, just fill out the paperwork
I
and
didn't really
send
choose this spot.
that in to get
Yeah, no, I
reviewed.
chose it.
Do you have a pen?
I'm gonna need like
Fucking do
That
it.
is
a few more
comfy.
pieces. It is. I need
Does
like a
it
few
look
more
like I
pieces
carry
of
a
meat
pen
in
on
order
me?
to go big again.
It looks like you barely can keep yourself in your pants.
Ha!
I mean, I keep growing, so it's a problem.
Watch them fly in the direction of disappear.
There.
Alright, and then that's
After
just
I'm done
has to
getting-
get.
What?
That just this. I'm gonna file it now, but that just has to get approved. And then you can have the permanent. Then I'll do the permanent boost onto your sword.
Which will be nice. If slimes will be
Yes.
easy, honestly, slimes will be easier to deal with.
So that's besides
Fuck, do I even have anything for slimes? I'll get something for them.
Ice, fire, anything heat related. Let's go to the
Oh,
forge.
perfect.
It's easier to enchant over there.
Cool, I can just breathe fire.
As long as you're not boiling the friends inside the slime. I learned that the hard way.
What's that?
Turns out if you heat up a slime and there's a person inside the slime, they take damage a lot.
Yeah, you could end up boiling your friend alive.
Yeah. Good thing
Same
to make
goes
it
with
stop.
freezing. That's why you need to go little by little. End up having it concentrated in one place. And then you end up growing it. And when you end up reaching your friends, you end up breaking off the part that you already froze. And you just it's a bit tedious.
I'm not sure I have that much control over the heat that spreads through things that I light on fire.
You can control the amount of heat that your flame produces, how hot it is. It would still hurt, but you could depend on the severity. Fuck, I just quoted a person.
Well, the point was to melt the slime, so I don't think less heat would be more effective.
Well, it depends on the boiling point of the slimes. On the melting
I have
point.
no idea.
Like mine, I have to be very careful of how much heat I go near because my melting point is the exact same of ice.
Doesn't that mean you're just melting by being anywhere?
Technically, that's why I end up sleeping in the freezer. But I do also produce my. That's why I end up conjuring cold. Helps a bit.
Oh, neat.
Hmm. It's part of the reason why I end up sleeping in the. Well, when I do have time, I end up sleeping in the freezer.
Huh.
Or just relaxing in there. That's majority of the time that I spend there.
That's understandable.
As you can see, I'm not
Mm.
from this place of this part of the Feywilds.
I don't know enough about Feywilds to make that distinction.
The Feywilds are basically branched off of different seasons: fall, winter, spring, summer.
Hmm.
This would be considered the
Alright.
spring
That is
area.
done.
I am from the winter.
I've got some stuff that I have to go do. They've got their enchantment.
That
Does
makes
anyone
sense.
else need me for anything before I head out?
Not really.
I don't think so.
No? Okay, sweet. Give me a shout if you need me for something. I'm sure you'll find a way.
You start a large fire in the grass somewhere, and
don't.
I'll bring him over. I'm not going to.
No. No.
Cut that out.
Oh, it actually helps me.
Hmm.
Brings the room's temperature down a little bit. So it aids a bit.
Why? Too much heat will melt you or something?
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
Mm. Hmm. I'm trying to think if it's possible to make a flame without heat.
Not really. Unless you end up having more different component added to it.
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe.
Maybe. His abilities are usually endless. And especially with magic, it's even more extended.
Huh.
It just
Uh.
depends on how far. If anything, you can end up making an illusionary of a flame. Then there's no heat at all. Because it's not really real, it's just
Hmm.
trick of the eye. Like, if I had illusionary,
It wouldn't hurt. Oh, well, it wouldn't have the properties of a flame then either.
like, if I had illusionary magic, just gonna like kind of create a ball of ice, I can end up making just this look like a flame. They'll end up tricking people because like I'm holding fire, but in all actuality, it's
It would work to
just
scare people.
You throw a fireball, but it's made out of something else.
Hmm.
But usually, upon contact, it will end up breaking the illusion. But that's usually. Illusionary magic ends up different from each one, from person to person. Some people could be strong enough that it actually looks and feels like an actual flame. Looks, feels, senses. But in all actuality, it's just another component.
Oh, this is supposed to be illusion magic.
Hmm. I think it's on your other. Oh. Well, it's
Oh,
the
that's-
manipulation of shadows, no?
Hmm.
You bring out the
I'm
dark
gathering
into
the few
light.
shadows around here.
Mm-hmm.
They're even squishy.
Why is that? I didn't think that shadows would have like texture.
I've been trying to make them more solid, like as a
Mhm.
barrier.
The shadow barrier. Darker one.
I can soften blows against me, or maybe even catch myself if I were to fall.
Like a little cushion. Well, technicality, the slight squishiness, it depends on how many layers you end up adding beneath you to catch a fall. Like, if you put a pile of powdered snow on the ground, you'll end up it'll be like landing on a nice soft pillow. But it just depends on how much. If
Makes
you end up
sense.
putting a little thin, then you're just hitting the ground.
Yes.
But if you end up piling it up, then it'll be nice and soft.
Hmm.
Possibly
I
a way
wonder
of making it more solidified is to gather more shadows and having it more concentrated.
That is what I've been working on. I managed to get them. I wouldn't be able to do it in here, I don't think. Too bright. But I managed to get them pretty solid earlier. It's just that they. Well. I'm trying to keep them in place now. I pushed against it and it just moved away. Which. I'm trying to
Gradation.
stop a blow against me wouldn't be very helpful.
Think of it as like this. So shadows around, they're in a gas-like form. Their molecules are all spattered about, going crazy. When it's in a more liquidation form, like how you end up getting, where if you press upon it, it just moves away, then the molecules are a little more condensed, but still spattered around. When something is in solid form, the molecules are condensed. They're all connected together and they just vibrate as one.
Just one question. What's a molecule?
Basic thing of what everything is made out of. It's like an atom, but bigger. Atoms are within molecules.
So tiny things that everything is made of. Does that apply to shadows, though?
It could be applied to anything. Let's go in the kitchen. This is gonna hurt, but oh well. Come on.
Oh, you. I
Yes,
only
I said
understood
let's
kitchen.
let's go to the kitchen. Come on.
Wait 1 moment then. As I get off this table. Yeah.
We wouldn't really need the kitchen if Blake was here, but they can't be here all the time. The basic thing to end up looking at this is a piece of ice, which has like a couple of ice cubes. The molecules within this are all crunched together, so then it could have a solid form, and it could be hard. Quickly drop these in here. And where's the lid? Lid. Here. Just gonna put a glass lid on top of the pot. Could you light it up?
There we go.
Okay. Observe inside the pot. The bunch of ice, due to the heat,
It is going to melt.
the molecules are dispersing, causing it to end up turning into water.
Hmm.
So now it's in a more liquidated form.
Okay.
Then, if you end up waiting, you're going to end up seeing the steam and the clouds on the top of the lid. That is because the heat is even more impactful and causing the molecules to even be more separated, more sporadic. So then it's in
The
there.
heat. But it's like if the temperature is higher, those molecule things want to be farther apart.
Indeed.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings. What are you two up to?
Okay.
Talking about molecules.
But
Oh?
if I end up getting rid of the flame, filling it off, pot is still hot, so then it's still going. If I end up just going around it, you end up seeing how it's kind of turning back into water, and then the water is freezing up, turning it back into the solid. It's all going back to
That
one
is
molecule
how it
now,
works.
into solid molecules. Maybe you could end up applying this to the shadows. Figure out what makes a molecule separate, and so then you could end up figuring out how to combine them. So then they're all in organized vibrations.
Fascinating.
It is one of the main things I had to learn in order to control my own ice, as well as keep myself together.
Interesting. From what I've heard, most Fey entities are like simply having intuitive understanding of their abilities and powers. But you had to learn chemistry. Interesting.
Knew that I could end up making ice, but I did not know why. Unlike other Fae, I ended up being curious. So I ended up figuring it out. I didn't really have my village to teach me.
I do wonder, with the understanding that ice magic is simply slowing the vibration of what the molecules move, would you be able to begin to move them and begin to vibrate them and cause a flame despite being ice elementally aligned? You understand how it works, but I mean you can put it into practice by simply using magic.
Will that not make fire magic instead?
Good point. By understanding what's at work, even if you were a ice elemental, like, would you be able to use your magic to begin using fire magic? Simply from the act of understanding the underlying principles of heat.
You have to remember, every being is capable of all types of magics. Just some magics might be harmful. If I end up learning fire magics, then that'll be a detriment towards myself, because then I will end up having a risk of melting myself, so thus possibly killing.
Fair enough. A lot of the beings I
That
talk
was
to
true.
normally say,
Oh,
That makes so much more sense.
a
What's
lot
that?
of the beings I talk
I
to
heated
say
up the
they are
pot just by
unable to
touching it.
learn other elements unless they have an affinity for it.
oh. You did not need to make a flame?
Nope.
Hmm.
Now it's frozen again.
Congratulations.
Hmm.
I need another piece of meat.
With talk of affinity, I remember there being a notice that we might have been learning it at some point. Did I miss that?
I wouldn't know.
Not particularly. Doll's creator did come and teach a lesson,
Hmm.
though we were not able to be tested for our affinities as previously planned.
Interesting.
I believe that was.
That may still happen at a later date.
That is quite the sight.
Hmm.
I do wonder if I would have an affinity.
Are you attuned to the weave?
Hmm. I'd have to.
In some sense. My power core draws from the weave,
Then
and I am able to manipulate that energy.
then the possibility is there.
I do not know if I have an affinity either, but my one is more interesting, I believe. My power core, my apologies, I've heard that word too often recently. My arcane core does draw from ambient mana in the air, but instead it naturally produces different elements. It is constantly producing a lightning element in order to power the rest of the mechanics within my body.
Affinity
But
is basically the one that you guys are most attuned to. What would become more easier for you guys?
I have not found any element particularly easy, simply just learning its underlying principles and I cast, as you've learned with your ice. But that's been a requirement for all of them. I suppose it is an exception with the earth. I believe that is more me grabbing the earth than anything else. I don't cast it out of midair, I drag earth towards me and blast it, I guess, upwards.
It's always this test to end up figuring out. I mean, technicality in my eyes, the one that would be attuned would possibly be lightning, due to you use it all the time to power your core, or to power yourself.
A fair assertion.
Perhaps mine would be lightning as well,
Perhaps.
as my power core converts the ambient mana into electricity.
Possibility is always there. But then there is the general affinity. You're not especially strong in a specific one. but you're equally strong in all of them. That would probably be universal correction.
Hmm.
That may also be
There's also
true.
the chance that it's something unique.
Exactly. You could be, actually, was it conjuration or abjuration? No, conjuration. You could be mostly you could be, your affinity could be a type of magic. Conjuration, transformation, abjuration, evocation,
Illusion?
illusion. There's different ways to be for your affinity to be.
Or transmutation.
Or possibly transmutation. I thought I said transmutation. But technically, you don't have to be attuned to a specific element or a specific magic type.
I do believe I might know mine now with what you've told me. I have found it incredibly easy to cast shield spells and the likes, even crafting a unique one to transfer damage from other people towards me. As most of the time, a organic body will take less damage to be permanently injured than mine. If I am correct, abjuration is more protective spells, if anything.
I believe so.
I might be incorrect.
Possibly. It's been a while since I ended up looking up a book on one of those things. On the specific types of magic.
I believe there is some upstairs.
Possibly. Most likely.
That would be abjuration. Based on what I have read.
Depends on how in-depth they end up doing the infinity test.
I suppose we'll find out some other time.
Indeed.
Oh, I just noticed I'm not making up to my name today. I'm not very chaotic. I don't really feel like it.
I
You
would
do
argue
sound particularly tired.
moving me around was a bit chaotic.
Yeah, but it's like baby chaos.
I do have a picture of you of Chaos holding you if you wish for that.
That's gonna be entertaining. That would be entertaining. Well, like Wednesday, I was chasing around people, picking up Lowell with a scythe. I mean,
You mean Blake?
Yeah. Blake, thank you. Blake with scythe.
I do not believe all key users are the same person, unless I have mistaken a hive mind for two separate entities.
Say that again?
I do not believe all key users are the same entity, unless I have completely mistaken Blake and Lowell for being separate entities when they are in fact a hive mind.
They're separate entities. I just mixed up names. Should I fit in there?
Opens door.
I wanted to see. wanted to see if I could fit in there.
Is your
In the keyhole?
ice particles?
Hmm.
Is your alternate form ice particles? In which case, you could probably fit through anything that isn't airtight.
In this form, technically I'm in the very center.
I cannot see you when I can see the keyhole. I would assume you can fit through.
No matter where I am, or what form I am, I usually have a chill to me. Once again, I said I produce my own cool. When I'm in that form, a more pixie state, I end up... the chill is more intense because I am extruding mana.
When you picked me up, my body heat must have been fighting your, well, cooling.
Mm-hmm. And mine was fighting the heat.
Yeah.
My hands did
Interesting.
sort of melt very slightly, so it wasn't bad. Only got the surface, which is a good thing.
I suggest staying away from me during combat in that case. I do prefer to use fire magic for combat, and I normally fire that at opponents.
Oh, I do remember you tried to put heat on me the first day that I showed up. You did try to light me on fire.
I was more trying to keep you away from people as you were causing trouble.
I was
I had
really
no
causing
intention of harming you.
trouble.
Just chaos.
It is quite literally what I go by.
At that time, I had not known you for very long, as I had just met you.
Literally. No, I wanted to see what was the reaction, because people did say when I'm in that form I looked like a will-o-wisp, which is usually a bad sign.
We are in the Feywilds. We are used to bad signs just showing up and doing nothing of the sort.
Well, will-o-wisps are a sign of death near.
We have seen a dragon infiltrate and attack the guild.
Yes, but the will-o-wisp is
It does remind me
known
of
to for
the
sure
cell.
bring it.
It does remind me of the form that Myrnoxen takes.
Just a different color.
I don't believe you've met.
I do not think so. I have not met multiple people. Other than on the comms I have read. But that's reading, that's not meeting.
Oh. I will more than likely say this in the chat room, but for the next few weeks I will more than likely be unavailable.
Oh.
I'm investigating the lower areas of the factories, the ones that are not officially there, in order to investigate any issues that may pop up, as well as the other Eden units.
Well, in that case, I wish you luck.
I think I'll be able to enter. Let's be.
Oh.
I thank you for the luck, but I also believe the most dangerous thing within the factory at the moment would be just the parts of it that are falling apart from negligence, as it is 250 years old now.
Old thing.
Either way, you and Sophia will probably get a lot of scrap material out of this.
Oh.
I have been
I look forward to
giving
it.
what materials I can from the factory I found.
It has been quite helpful. It
Yes,
has
we have
allowed me to
tools.
progress my project a lot further than anticipated.
And if anyone wishes to test out their luck with mechanical parts, I left in the broken arm and tools within the forge. So that
I'm
can help.
terrible at mechanics. I prefer
That is why
electric.
you practice.
I don't even have a clue where to
Also-
start.
Me neither. That is where I just do magic. Magic is much easier, in my opinion.
Indeed.
Magic is easier, as well as mending.
Spell many,
A fortunate side effect of being a golem, unlike healing magic, mending does not seem to have side effects.
Mm-mm.
Healing
Some
magic
say many is also the
in a
manipulation
few-
of molecules. Technically everything would be.
From what I understand of healing magic, it increases the regeneration of the body, which has in previous occasions led to cancer.
Unless they're flesh weaving.
I've not heard
I
of that
believe there
one.
may be many different ways of casting healing magic.
Flesh weaving is what it sounds like. The manipulation of flesh. Could be rather painful
Simplistic, but
though.
also...
That's weird.
I was about to say, it sounds painful for the person you're using it on.
Well, some people use it on themselves. But the said person needs to end up knowing the exact way that the body works. So then they could move things correctly and make sure that the thing that they're working on is still alive. Or could still be alive.
It is flesh weaving, so it sounds as if it would be rather difficult to use on yourself. It sounds like it will require concentration. And concentration can be very easily broken through pain.
That is where they end up working their way. Technically, pain could subside or could get used to the amount of times you do it. So let's just say a person who flesh weaves continue just casting on their foot. Or on a single piece of the finger. They continue going on with pain. But they're still doing it. Learning the composition, testing their magics, and working through the pain. That is one of the most difficult things that people who can comprehend pain, people who feel pain, has. Because when it comes to a difficult situation, and you're in so much pain that you think you could not move, but you need to, and you just need to escape, and you just need to keep on. You gotta push through it to end up surviving and to continue a legacy. No matter how bad it looks, it is the basic thing of the mind over matter.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go see if anyone else is around. more sentimental, can you? That's a lot of setup just to sit here. No? Anyway. It is quite weird to end up getting sentimental. It has been a long time since I've been there. Hello.
Yo, what up?
Hello. Sounded like the noise that someone heard last time. If you do not mind, I kind of wish to be alone right now. Just a bit. Well, you should probably know by now. Maybe. Maybe you're playing with your toys? What even was that? I don't even know. Maybe I should say that in. I don't want to be alone. Oh, dreary. We've been wondering. Who was it that heard the noise yesterday? Or not yesterday, earlier, this week. Is that? Blue sky, maybe? Possibly. Let's see where everyone is. Two people over there. Probably at spawn. No. That looks like spawn. Huh. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
Blah 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 blah. Fucking. Two. Yeah, it's 5. We have 5 more hours until PL. I'm gonna end up hanging out. So, let's see who I can send you guys to. Chaos Dream wasn't as chaotic as usual. Oh yeah, we'll get our chaos one day. I think this is her permanent place now. Blah blah blah. Sure. That's your
3.
argument.
Oh. Need one more quest, I think.
Anyway. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying. And I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Hold on. Hold on. I need to do a thing. I need to do a thing. Okay. Yep. Bye bye.